So the Chief Justice of India has taken suo motu cognizance of the manner in which judiciary is represented in certain NCERT books. How do you find that intervention of the court? Is it proportionate and warranted?
The intervention of the CGI is not to say that there is no corruption in judiciary. Not at all. The fact that there is corruption in judiciary, nobody can deny. But putting in a book which is to be read by 12 years and 13 years old, only with regard to the judiciary, is something which is not acceptable. If you talk in a NCERT book about building national character, it is understood. If you talk about, how corruption doesn't take you anywhere, it is definitely something which is laudable. But if you talk about judiciary and if you don't talk about what the judiciary is doing to weed out corruption vis-a-vis the other organs of the state and only talk of corruption in judiciary, then I think there is some sinister design to defame the judiciary. Just imagine a 12-year, 13-year-old boy or a girl reading this kind of a chapter in his textbook would definitely feel that judiciary is not the right place for him or her to be in because it's something which is seeped in corruption. If the NCERT really wants to talk of something which is actually a national problem today, then it should talk about the way 40% of our legislators are having criminal background. When Dr. Ambedkar drafted the constitution, he had said that he had two regrets, and one of them was that he didn't provide for qualification and disqualification of legislators. He said, while people who will actually be governing the state will go through a competitive examination and having high qualification, the person who will be controlling them will be without any qualification or disqualification. But he then justified it by saying that during the freedom struggle, whenever important leaders were arrested, the system threw up equally credible leaders, and he said that the Indian society will keep on bringing out good leaders, and accordingly there is no need for providing for any qualification or disqualification. But that dream of Dr. Ambedkar has definitely not come true, and the lawbreakers today are lawmakers. And if they don't make a law, and the Supreme Court says we will not look into this because it is something for the Parliament to do, and very soon the Parliament will have majority of them. So I think, if you want to look at the national issue of what is plaguing the country, because ultimately the Parliament is at the top of everything. That's how, if you want to really stop corruption or ensure that we should have a crime-free society, then it should start from there and it percolates downwards. You don't talk of all that and you simply put selectively with regard to judiciary, saying as if judiciary because of the corruption is underperforming. People don't realize that in spite of the limitations on infrastructure, our judiciary is one of the best in the world. The disposal rate of our judges is one of the best in the world. Our judges, the kind of hours that they put in every case is something mind-boggling. People talk about our holidays. People don't realize that a judge doesn't take a Saturday or a Sunday for himself because he has to read the briefs, he has to write judgments. The other day there was some matter being argued before one of the judges in the Supreme Court. If I remember, it was Justice Pankaj Mittal, and somebody said, "Your Lordship will enjoy the holy holidays." He said, no, there is no enjoyment in the holidays because we have to write all these judgments that are pending, and that is a huge pressure on our mind. Now these things people don't realize. So if you have to talk about the judiciary, do a proper talk about the judiciary. Don't straight away talk about the corruption. The way we have done legal aid, the judiciary has done legal aid suo motu, the way mediation is being given a push. So it's very wrong to feed an impressionable mind of 12, 13 years as if judiciary is the entire or the element of the entire country, and because of the judiciary the country is not going forward. So I think it was very rightly commented by the Honorable CGI. And I'm sure he will take it to its logical end because definitely there is a sinister design to defame the judiciary, which he has tried to, bring out by those scathing orders that he has passed in this matter.